Alright, this is like my 8th video today. I'm told y'all I'm recording 20 videos today, man. Anyway, I'm ranking every. Not ranking every. This is Batman Arkham tier list. This is a lot of Batman games. Originally, I looked up just Batman game tier list, but there was like a bunch of Lego Batmans. There was like obviously the VR one, Blackgate, which I won't be ranking today. I'm literally just gonna rank the big four, and I kind of want to get straight to it. But I'm kind of scared this video gonna be short. But we'll see. I actually have played all four of these games, so I actually will have something to talk about. Unlike sometimes I'll do a ranking video and like it'll feel like I don't really know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I don't like this series. First of all, every Batman game is good, so I don't know. I guess I'll add 2 rows below it and say 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And then there's a Batman Arkham Asylum tier list because I do not like that. Or I'm not gonna say I don't like it. Batman Arkham Asylum is a pretty good game, but when you compare it to the other three, it's not good, bro. I'm gonna just be honest, bro. Batman Arkham City Origins Arkham Knight changed video games. Arkham Asylum did not do that. So let's just start off with Arkham Asylum since we're talking about it. I'm gonna put it in enjoyable because that's exactly what it is. That's actually a perfect tier for Arkham Asylum. But you know, it mainly has to do with how to get places and stuff like that. You would think that since it's not a big old city, it would be easier to know where to go. So, and that's not the case. There'll be a lot of times where I play this game where I'm lost. I'm completely don't know what to do, and I feel like without all the new combat features that they have in the future games, this game kind of gets boring. Obviously, they don't really have side missions. I don't know if they have side missions at all. Um, but again, there is some good parts about this game, like the Scarecrow interaction. I don't know if you can call it a boss fight, but Scarecrow interactions are fire. That's some of the best things that have been done in the game. Obviously, you got the little scene where it looks like your game is crashed, but it's Scarecrow. Like that was a crazy scene because at the time when I played Arkham Asylum, I didn't even know that was a thing. Um, the Killer Croc thing. The Killer Croc. I again, I don't know if you can call it a boss fight, but the Killer Croc thing is fire too. You're in the sewers. You got to kind of make your way quietly and quietly and quickly. If that makes sense. That makes sense, I think. And again, fire idea. Um, and I know I just said that I played all these games, so I remember mostly everything. I don't know if it's the fact that this not that great of a game. What's that noise, bro? Okay, hold on, let me close my door, bro. I don't know why I opened it again. I don't know if it's just the fact that it's not that great of a game, but I can't remember that much for this game, that much good. But again, I know it was enjoyable. I know it was enjoyable. So that's where it's going. Now we got the big boys. Batman Arkham Origins is a 9 out of 10. And I'm gonna rank the top 3 as I get there. But again, like I was saying in a different video, these can change depending on the day. Some days I like Arkham City, some days I like Arkham Origins, some days I like Night. But Arkham Origins 9 out of 10. Actually, I don't think there's a single 10 out of 10 Batman game, so probably all 3 of them go 9 out of 10s. But obviously, I'm gonna get my explanation of it because every Batman game has its thing that exit season, and we all know Arkham Origins is character progression in boss fights. Obviously you got the 8 assassin thing, and even though you only end up fighting like 5 or 6 of them, um, it was still a great idea. The Bane boss fights, some of the best things they've ever done. I'm gonna be honest, like even though it can be hard to fight him, it's very fun fighting him. Um, I'm assuming that makes sense. The Firefly boss fight, I feel like it kind of gets underrated, but fighting on that bridge, fighting someone that can fly, you actually feel like Batman in that situation because, like, you're on the ground. It's not like you're Superman. It's not like you can fly up to him and rip off his jetpack or something like that. Like, you're actually fighting him. And Deathstroke boss fight, it almost feels like you're fighting yourself. Greatest assassin versus greatest detective. Like it's just a fire scene. Um, the Bane blowing up Wayne Manor thing, that was fire. Um, and even though some people complain about like the plot twist, oh, Black Mask is the Joker. I mean, did y'all really want to see Black Mask as the main villain of a game? Let me ask y'all that. Like, from what I've seen, Black Mask is pretty boring. So honestly, the fact that they did Joker that way is pretty good. Yeah, the fact that they made Joker the main villain is pretty good. Also, the end of the game in general is just very good. Like the end of the game where you got the third Bane boss fight, if you want to put it like that. Then you go to the little church part where you're actually beating up Joker. Then you take him to jail, I believe, and that's when you Batman's and Gordon's relationship gets a little bit more just better. And even though Arkham Origins technically you can say it's not tied to the other games, like there's a lot of ways that it is. So it's a great origin. Like it's a great prequel or sequel prequel. I don't know what it's called. Prequel. I'm gonna just call it a prequel. Y'all know what I'm referring to anyway. But it's great for what it's supposed to be, and that's why it's a 9 out of 10. Arkham City. Again, I said all of them were 9 out of 10s, and I'm gonna stick to that. Arkham City is 9 out of 10. I think Arkham City is a little bit overrated just because I feel like the bosses that you're actually fighting aren't as good as like Arkham Origins, because obviously you got Solomon Grundy, who is kind of basic boss fight. I don't like the fact that you pretty much it doesn't feel like you're fighting him, honestly. You got Ra's al Ghul, pretty cool. Mr. Freeze, that's one of the best boss fights in the series. I'm not gonna knock that. Clayface at the end, that might be the only four boss fights. I'm not even gonna consider the Joker one a boss fight. I actually do like the Catwoman story parts, even though it doesn't really make sense how she was like hanging on Vine for hours or whatever. Some people didn't like the Protocol 10 thing. I think the Protocol 10 thing made suspense in the story, and yeah, this is where they like upgrade the equipment, upgrade the combat. So this is definitely way smoother to play than Arkham Asylum, in my opinion. Obviously, this is the first open world game we had because this is when it came out after Arkham Asylum. Arkham Origins came out after City, I believe. Actually, it may have been literally the same year. I'm gonna be honest. It may have literally came out the same year. Um, yeah. Then you also had the stuff that wasn't part of the story, like uh, the Robin, the Nightwings being added, and what's that one after Arkham City thing called? Like Harley Quinn took over the Steel Mill, I think, and you play as Robin to start. What's that called? That was pretty good too, playing as Robin and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest. I would say Arkham City is the worst out of the big three out of the Batman Arkhams. Just because, like, I think it's a little bit overrated. I think the side missions are probably the worst side missions in Batman. I'm gonna be honest. Again, I don't remember if Arkham Asylum had side missions, but Arkham City side missions kind of underwhelming. Like the Mad Hatter one, the one where you had to investigate stuff. Um, the Victor Zsasz missions were kind of cool. Um, I can't really remember anything else. I mean, yeah. But then Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight is also a 9 out of 10, and I would say it's slightly better than Arkham City, honestly. Um, Even though you can complain about the Batmobile all you want, the Batmobile is still a good idea. It made this game way different. Also, just the map in general. The map in general is so good. Like the fact that this game came out in 2015, I believe. This game came out in 2015, and like if you play it now, it still looks like it came out in like 2022 or something like that. Like that's how good the graphics are and the map design is and all of that. Then the side missions are actually fun. Like the side missions actually feel rewarding after you put whatever you're doing. Like the Mister the pig dude. I don't know his name. The pig dude. That's one of the best side missions ever. I'm gonna be honest. Um, hold up. I don't know why I can't think. Okay, the Riddler ones. Like before, you had to collect the Riddler trophies. The tag teams where like you had to no, not tag teams. The races where you had to do races to do the victor's ass. Bro, what am I talking about? I said victor's ass. Okay. The races that the Riddler make you do for you to get a key for Catwoman. Then you and Catwoman have to do a tag team puzzle. Okay, I finally said it right. Um, those are fire. Those are fire in my opinion. I could keep going to side missions and stuff. Um, and then the main story itself, you know, coming from a person that's not like a huge comic person, I didn't know that Jason Todd would be Arkham Knight. So it it actually was a surprise for me when I first played it. Um, the whole cloudburst thing, after it like popped open and there was the whole city covered in fear gas, that was fire to me. Even though it was kind of dumb once again, because there's no way that like there was like no cops infected by it. Like that's kind of crazy in my opinion. And then you just got everything else where you could play as Harley Quinn, you could play as Red Hood, you could play as Nightwing, you could play as Catwoman, you could play as Robin. Like all of that was fire. That I'm gonna include that in my rankings of the game. And if we're talking about Arkham Origins versus Arkham Knight, that's kind of hard for me. I will be honest, because like me personally, I'm not buying PS Premium to play Arkham Origins, so that's probably the only Batman I have not played in like the past 2 years. I don't think I've played Arkham Origins in since like 16 or 17, honestly. Yeah, just cause that reason, I'll probably say Batman Arkham Knight's the best Batman. But again, maybe in a couple of days I'll be like, nah, Arkham City's the best or Arkham Origins the best. So it could really go either way. I just know Arkham Asylum is worse.